Welcome back. Myself Chitra Sharma, Assistant Professor with AISSMS College of Hotel Management and Catering Technology. The subject which I'm covering is hotel housekeeping and the topic is lighting. So, how can we introduce the light? Light can be defined as also electromagnetic radiation with a wavelength between 380 to 750 nm, which is visible to human eye. Electromagnetic radiation such as light is generated by changes in the movement of the electrically charged particles, such as parts of heated molecules or electrons in atoms. There are three basic types of lighting that work together to light up your home or hotels. They are general, task, and accent. A good lighting plan combines all three types of light and area according to the function and style. So the different types of light are function based. It is classified function based. They are general or area lighting, local or specific lighting, and safety lighting. So what is a general or area lighting? This illuminates a room more or less uniformly. It brings the designs and color of the whole space to the equal attention. It minimizes the bulkiness of the furniture, the darkness of the shadows, and the harsh contrast. Local or specific lighting. Specific activates at a specific location, need specific lighting, like you can see during the stage where it is pointed towards somewhere. That's also known as specific lighting. Local lighting can be provided by lamps at a strategic point. This lighting may be either by way of task lighting or ascent lighting. Safety lighting, which is very common nowadays, you can stay in the staircase, in the hotel corridors, you can see in the underground staircase also near the metro stations. As the name suggests, this is type of bright lighting used for safety reasons in areas such as stairways, along corridors, swimming pool, near the swimming pool areas, by the way of emergency lighting. And this light have a very fluorescent glow over here. The methods of lighting, they are architectural or built-in lighting, and the second one is a non-architectural lighting. Under architecture and building in lighting, we have valance lighting, cornice lighting, curve lighting, track lighting, and softy lighting. And under non-architectural lighting, we have ceiling fixtures, wall fixtures, and portable lamps. So let us see what is the architecture and built-in lighting. Valance lighting. An horizontal fluorescence tube is placed behind a valence board, casting light upward so that it reflects off the ceiling and also downwards to shine on the drapery, thus producing both the direct and indirect lighting. Cornice lighting. A cornice is installed under the ceiling with a fixture hidden beneath so as to direct light downwards only. This can give a dramatic effect on the drapery, pictures, and wall covering. Cow lighting. This consists of placing continuous series of fluorescent tubes in a groove along with one or more walls of a room about 12 inches from the ceiling. The light reflects off the ceiling and baths in the room in an indirect light. Track lighting. Track lighting consists of lamps fixed to ceiling or wall in an area to offer great variety. One strip often holds spotlight, floodlights, and even hanging fixtures that may be turned around to follow furniture placement. The tracks can themselves be movable as well for still more flexible arrangements. Soffit lighting. This refers to built-in the light source under a panel. It may be fixed to a ceiling or under a cabinet. Soffit lighting is often used over a sink or other work areas. Now let us see what is a non-architectural lighting. Ceiling fixtures. These are recede into the ceiling or set flush with it. They may soften light of a diffuse. Some may be in the form of soft luminous panels that illuminates large areas evenly. Wall fixture. This remains out of the way and a free table and a desk surface for other things. At the same time, they give direct light where it is needed. Portable lamps. Floor and table lamps can be moved when and where needed. They also act as a decorative accessories. Now let us see what are the good considerations for good lighting. Utilize potential daylight when available. That's a natural sunlight. Energy efficient. It should be energy efficient so that we are able to control the finance also. Good design and durability. Ease of replacement of the fixtures and the bulb. Easy to maintain. Proportionate according to the area and the light ratio. So we can conclude saying that you can see the lighting has a primary objective to provide illumination so people can see and safely navigate the room. However, lighting goes well beyond this most basic requirement. With lighting, you can create an atmosphere and mood. You can shift the audience focus on the stage wherever you direction them. You can hide certain things and relieve them at your choosing. You can mystify the audience with a sense of awe as you create a beautiful landscape with the light that glides through the air and across the stage. Thank you. There's a quiz link given in the description box. Please attempt and take care and be safe.